Hello everyone, I'm Alicia Farrell, an email marketing and SMS designer, and today we'll be diving into how to further customize your abandoned checkout flows in Klaviyo to decrease the need for scrolling and increase conversions. First, we'll transform those default stacked product images into a clean 2x2 grid layout that looks great on all devices. Then we'll learn how to limit the number of dynamic products being displayed, which not only speeds up your email load time, but also keeps your message focused and scannable. Okay, so your abandoned checkout flow right now probably looks something like this. It's using a dynamic product block. If you click on your table, you'll be able to see in the Styles tab that it's drawing that data using the dynamic block. In this example, we're going to be switching over to the static block, so we're able to use a grid. In this table here, using the dynamic block, customizing is limited. You're only able to use stacked images, so if more than one image is firing, it's going to be stacked. So first we'll insert a new table and we're going to make each cell an image. You'll go into your styles and you can customize your padding there. So right now, as you know it, inserting an image, you'll usually select your image or upload it, but there's actually an option when you click there to pull from dynamic variable or a URL. You're going to grab this dynamic variable from your event properties. If you click on the preview tab, you should be able to copy your image variable there. A pretty standard dynamic variable is as shown here, and the first image that fires is going to be labeled 0. So you're going to save that, and now you can see this one has now turned into a dynamic image, and you're going to do the same for the next image in the grid. Pull from the dynamic image, insert your variable, and you're going to switch this number now to 1. Save that. And you can keep going and make sure to always duplicate the table instead of adding more rows. Now we're going to switch this to be item 2 and this to be item 3. And you can actually just keep going with that. It depends on how many tables you want to show up. You're going to delete the dynamic table. So now if you have just one image showing, you don't want it to just be on the left side like it is here. So you can actually just create a table with only one image in it. You're going to want to make sure that it's pulling from 0. And now this is when you're going to insert your own code in the display tab here to make sure that this block will only show if someone only has one image that's being triggered. So under the show and hide logic, you're going to use code and you're going to insert this code here, event.items length equals 1. Now for this grid here, you're going to do the same thing, except you're going to switch that code so that it is greater than or equal to 2. So this product block here will only show if they have 2 or more items. And it will be the same thing here. Use your code. Now we're going to make it greater than or equal to 4 items. And there you have it. All you're going to have to do is go in and preview, make sure that everything is triggering correctly. These might seem like small tweaks, but they can have a big impact on how professional your emails look and how quickly they load for your customers. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on optimizing your email flows.